Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you're from. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing fine. It's another time that we meet together, and I will be presenting on the employability skills for the 21st century. Yeah, that is what I'll call it, mastering employability skills for tomorrow's workforce. As you can see on my slides, that I will be presenting. It's an honor, it's a pleasure every time, every day. So stick with me as we go forth. So, employability skills, these are skills that are essential for success. Yeah, these are skills that you and I need for success. So, when we look at not just skills to get employed for any other time, but we are specific in the timeline of these skills, it's for the 21st century. It's for this century, for you to thrive in tomorrow's workforce, to emphasizing on some current skills that are now being created, like creativity, like adaptability to the workforce environment, and to being able to uh, continuously learn. And so, as I look at the changing job market that is evolving every day, technology has made us evolve uh, over time. It has been not even a century since we had the computers, but you can see how it has changed how business is working, or how business is being done daily. So the evolving job market and the globalization, the understanding of these challenges is crucial for developing the right skills. It's crucial for you to have the right skills to fit into the job market, or to fit into the workforce, and to fit into the times. We say the times, the current times, for you to fit into the current times. And so when we talk about these skills, we can classify them categorically into two skills, that we have: soft skills and hard skills. When we are talking about soft skills, I'm talking about the tangible, teachable skills or knowledge sets that are often mostly technical, those ones that you get technical in school that you're learning. These are skills that typically are acquired through education, training, yeah, the conferences that you go to, the seminars that you go to. These are the skills that you learn them. You take time to understand them. You are examined, you are evaluated on them. Those are the hard skills that we are talking about, and also the soft skills, that they are interpersonal behavioral traits that enable individuals to interact effectively. The soft skills that you and me, things like communication, things like leadership. Some of these soft skills are taught, are trained on, but there are some that are developed mostly through experience, like communication, the workforce dynamic, how to be professional. And so, as I look at the hard skills, like the technical proficiency skills, I'm intrigued by one story of a man who we lost him, one famous man who died in 2011, and is the founder of the most prestigious phones that we have in the market, even right now, even after his death. He led a team in technical proficiency. You know, when we talk about the hard skills, he had the hard skills in tweaking electrical machines, and that is Steve Jobs, the founder of Apple. The Apple products that you now use are those luxurious phones that you have in your pocket. The computer that you're using maybe is an Apple product. That product was founded by somebody who had hard skills and soft skills, and the mashup of these two, brings up a whole other person who is a genius. So skills, technical skills are very important. This man had technical skills of knowing and dealing with, electrical gadgets. These skills relate to specific tools and softwares, equipments. Also digital skills are needed. You know, and when we are talking about technical and digital skills, it might be in your Let me just help myself to make this presentation a full screen. Simon, can you see my full screen?
No, I cannot see the full screen. I'm seeing the presentation in the normal mode.
No problem.
In the normal mode.
So
Yeah. But though the text is still visible.
okay.
Okay.
What about now? It's okay.
Yeah, it is in the presentation view.
Thank you very much for that.
I think you can start afresh. It's okay now.
I start afresh.
Just start afresh. You can start on.
Okay, thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Welcome back again. It's me, Samson Omolomwata, a trainer at IIT. Always a pleasure to present before you some of the uh, skills that we have learned over time, and the one that we as IIT believe in to make you a holistic person for the job. And that is where by we come to employability skills for the 21st century, or as I call it, for tomorrow's workforce. I hope that you will stick with me to the end of the slides and get more insight into it. Now, what do we mean by employability skills? Employability skills is these are essential skills, essentials that we need. That they are important skills. Uh, this these are skills that needs or a person needs to thrive in the workforce, emphasizing on some adaptability, creativity, and continuous learning. What we mean by this is that when we are talking about employability skills, we are talking about skills for this changing market, skills required for the workforce, skills required to be competent enough not only to be employed but to also uh, drive or lead the employment workforce. When we are talking about employment, we not only look at being employed but also self-employed. So changing in the changing workforce of this 21st century, evolving, we have just been with computers for not even more than 50 years or 50 years plus, but we have seen how it has transformed the business, the daily business that we have. Right now, most of our items are being online. So there are some certain skills that are needed of an individual who is aiming to enter this workforce, who is aiming to enter these opportunities that are in these industries. So stick with me and we'll learn about some of these skills. I've tried to categorize these skills into two, that is the hard skills and the soft skills. Specifically, hard skills, these are the ones which are teachable, that you may learn, that you may train, you may go to school for, you may go to sessions for, trainings for. But the soft skills, these are interpersonal behavioral traits that enable individuals to interact effectively and for you to be in harmony with others in the workplace. It is not just important for you to have the best tool, but you also have to have the best tool with the best um, having the best tool and having the best way to handle it. If I might juggle about that, you just don't need bright students or bright or skillful people. You also need people in our workforce. You need people who you don't need robots in our workforce. You need people who you can relate with harmoniously, people who are loving and jovial, oriented in some way. They have good behavioral orientation. That's why we, as an institution, believe not just giving skills, but also inspiring some soft skills to our students and our viewers, that is you who is listening to us. So let us look at some of the hard skills. Skill number one that is always that I will talk about is the technical proficiency. So these are skills that related to specific tools, softwares, equipments that are used in a job. You are a chef, you are a banker, you are learning accounting. Those specific tools that you're using, the technical proficiency does not only mean in the levels of IT, whatever area of job or expertise or discipline that you are in. There are specific tools and softwares. That is because computers have invaded almost all sectors or disciplines. So whatever situation you are in, there are specific tools or softwares or instructions. Software is just like instructions. There are instructions that will enable you to perform a certain job. So these are what we call technical proficiencies, and those are hard skills. Digital literacy, as we can see that computers and digitalization has invaded all sectors of the industry. Be it you are in tourism, be it you are in business, be it you are in the technology part, be it even you are in agribusiness. Technology has invaded everywhere. It has created, it has broken down the borders that were installed earlier on. So digital literacy is required and is expected of us. The ability to use even digital tools. Right now, a farmer is required to use, a smartphone. Why? So that you can sell your produce from the farm, you can advertise your produce from the farm, and you can connect with other buyers, not only from your region, but even outside the borders of your region. So digital literacy is required. Industry specific skills, those are hard skills. As we advise also on our students, even in IIT, that although you are doing a diploma course, although you are doing a certificate or a craft course, there are other professional skills, we call them professional certificates, that are industry specific. So industry specific skills are required, those specialized knowledge or skills required in a particular industry, such as, if you are in finance, you are doing a financial modeling for finance professionals. If you are a lawyer, you are doing legal research for lawyers. Those you can do legal research for other lawyers. If you are in a health, you can do some healthcare specific specific certificates, or have knowledge on specific areas in healthcare. If you're in nursing, you can do maybe theatrical nursing. It's specific to the theater. So another hard skill for you to get is that industry specific. Whatever industry you are in, have an industrialized specific skill that puts you apart from the others. So another one is project management. Project management, the ability to plan and execute uh, and oversee projects. That is a skill that you can learn, and it is taught, and it is acquired, and it can be evaluated, that you can really put up a project and manage it and oversee it and ensure that it comes to a completion on time and within the budget. Those are skills that the workforce, the industry requires, so that we can entrust you with some big skills. So there is other, like language skills. Get proficiency in more than one language. I am learning German right now so that I can break the borders of my where I can apply my skills. I remember telling you who said that you when you learn in Kenya you must work in Kenya and die in Kenya. Nobody is putting a gun on you to be in the same place. Have multiple languages that you can use. No French, no Spanish. If you may be surprised to know that English is not even the largest spoken language in the world. Why are you surprised to know that? So no languages where you can apply your skill far and abroad. Certifications and qualifications, although sometimes we get people who have certain skills, certification and qualifications is important. I'm repeating this: certification and qualification is very important. Formal credentials, and that's why at IIT as we give industry-specific skills, we are also enthusiastic in helping the person not only gain skills but also be able to accomplish and be certified, not only with us but even with the with the qualification bodies that are there. For example, you will get us not only training you in the networking sector in using Cisco devices and certifying you, but we'll also encourage you to get certification and do test on CCNA, that is a Cisco certified Cisco Network Associate. Yeah. So qualification is very, very important. Qualification and certification. You are qualified, yes. Are you certified? What is the proof that you can give to the workforce that I have been certified by this body that I can do these certain skills. So that is very important. Let us go now to the soft skills. Yeah, soft skills. But before I go to the soft skills, I just want to mention something. I had a rumor. I had a rumor about Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs is the one, one-time CEO. He's not now. He's late. He's deceased. But he was the CEO once in Microsoft, not Microsoft, but Apple. He's the co-founder. He's a founder of Apple products, the luxurious phones that you have, Apple products, MacBook OS. He's one of the people who founded those products, and he launched. He's praised of his skills, not only his hard skills that he had on IT or on technology, and skills on how to tweak here and there on the machines, but also his praise of his soft skills. This was one man that could be flexible to work anywhere. He is one man who could leave Apple and do his own businesses and come back and do again the CEO. He is one person who was very, very flexible and adaptable. He drove change. You cannot drive change if you're not flexible. So in the world of constant change, adaptability is very vital. So you must be ready to change. You must be ready to, being open to new ideas and being flexible in your approach to emerging opportunities. You must be able to embrace technology. In the 1970s, when computers were being, that is the period which computers were gaining in stability. These people drove forward and embraced the technology of computers. This person being born, I think, if I'm not wrong, is 1977. And in that era in San Francisco, that kid, that boy, will find computers and try to embrace it. If he was not an embracer in technology, we would not have now the luxurious phones. And now I know most of you are anticipating of the iPhone 16 very much. But we are now a people who are embracing technology. You have to embrace the technology. That is one thing that the workforce really wants something new, something adaptable. That this includes understanding, data analytics, social media, emerging technologies. That is how we embrace technologies. Uh, a company will want somebody, not only a marketer for the physical, but also somebody who can drive their social media platform. Not only a mathematical scientist that can, or an evaluator, but somebody who can do data analytics to their program, to the programs that they have. So the workforce is all about embracing technology. This century is all about embracing technology. The customers, I'm sure, is about embracing technology. I'm sure that when you tell, what do you think if I tell you that, I have a product that is not only handmade but has been researched and and has been crafted through technology. It sounds sounds it sounds more unique, more modern. It sounds something bright, something futuristic. The other day, as we were looking for the paint of a car, there was a car paint that could it be mixed by hand. Nobody could mix the exact paint of that car to paint a dent, and so we had to we had to we had to invite, or we had to consult some experts who would then mix a computer will scan the paint of the car, and then the computer will mix the paint and give the exact proportions to the exact match of the car, of the color of the car. And so, embracing technology. Who knew that mechanics, that person whom you thought that would only, go down the car, would need to embrace technology to, find solutions, your sophisticated solutions, because right now we are having sophisticated problems. So the job or the industry will require people who embrace technologies, these new scientifically proven methods to solve a problem. There's also need for critical thinking. Creative thinkers, critical thinkers, people who can think outside the box. Employers value individuals who can think critically. So involving analyzing information in a way, and making informed decision. You're not just making a decision, you're making informed decision. Right now you go to a room and you look, the decision that we are making as an organization, is it informed? Where is the source of your information? Can you prove this information? Can you back up this information? Gone are the days whereby you just, post digital content on streets, on post, and hope that people will pass by the street and see this post. Right now, we can quantify even a digital market advert. When we teach our digital marketing class that we have at IIT, we teach it to show that, appealing to an employer, a potential employer, that I can monetize the people who are viewing this content. I can analyze, and not only I can see, but I can see also the people who get back to us after seeing the content that we have posted on our digital platform. Making informed decision. Oh, people are viewing an online content. These are the comments. These are the questions. What can we do to better up? I know you have watched some certain videos online, and the content creator is saying that, yeah, many people were saying this. My family, and the informed decisions comes until they make you an online family. Solving complex problems creatively, which are crucial for any role. Another problem that sometimes we have is communication. And through technology, we have seen communication come from a far away, from smoke. Now we have, signals, electrical signals passing through, and waves. So this includes verbal communication, non-verbal communication, written communication, somebody who can communicate and not just communicate for the sake of communication, is communicate well. It is very important that communication happens well. Some of the problems that we have is because we lack communication. Some of the uh, some of the troubles that employers have with their employees is communication, lack of communication, lack of effective, not just communication, but effective communication, not just blabbing words all over there, here and here, but it is the effectiveness of the communication. Is your communication effective? As we have learned on customer relation skills, some skills with the customers, how do you communicate with your customers? Is there an effective communication, or are you just throwing to the customer words so that the customer can decide for him or herself whether they want the product or not? Or are you communicating to a certain agenda? And so we have seen that effective communication is very important for the workforce. In any workforce, there has to be a good communication. You know the story of the Tower of Babel, whereby when now there was no effective communication, the communication uh, was not was not being understood. One could say, "Bring me a spade," and the other brought sack. No, it was not effective because they were speaking in different terms and therefore created some menace. Networking and relationship building is very important also as a soft skill. The industry does not need introverts per se. Per se, it doesn't need introverts. It needs people who are out there, people who are ready to learn, people who are willing to put themselves out there to get new clients, to get new opportunities, to get new ideas. It does not call for somebody who does not have or know how to build relationships. Building relationship, building a relationship, not a robust professional network is valuable. There is somebody who said that you might make 1 million by your own self, but the next 10 million, you'll not make it by yourself, you'll make it by the networks that you have. So these are effective networks that I know a person who knows a person who does that, you know, and you build relationships that are professional and are not relationships that are just for the sake of knowing a person and having the contact. No, that is not a professional, meaningful relationship. It is a relationship that you have the contact of a person and you engage on matters that are valuable to the both of you. So this effective networking opens doors and opportunities to address and create connections that can lead to mentorship and career growth. There was once a talk that we had attended, and this talk, just talking out. It was a talk that you introduce yourself and what you do. And then you find, that there is that service. I never knew. So then, if that is a service, then I can be valuable to that person. Or you go to a seminar and you find people doing different stuff. I remember going to a wedding, a cousin's wedding, and just with talking to some of the people I never knew that were my cousins, and just finding what do they do. These are with these times, these are the times that you never see each other till you find an occasion to see each other. So I'm talking to this cousin of mine. I'm seeing him there. I'm like, "What do you do?" "Ah, I'm an IT." "Ah, I'm in an IT field." "Oh, what IT do you do?" "Ah, you are in software." "Ah, I did some software programming." "Okay, voila, okay." And then now we became good in relationships. I remember almost a month ago, I had a job gig that wanted a heavy software, point of sale software that will accept M-Pesa and card and Visa. And so I said, I don't have time for this, but I know a person who can do it. And I said it to him. And later on, I know, this is Kenya, and soda ni lazima. Yeah, I can leave it at that. Soda ni lazima. Yeah, leadership skills is also one of the soft skills, leading others. To inspire. Leading is not just to stand there and say, "Hey, you do this, you do no." Leading is about inspire, to motivate others. There is a difference between leadership and being a boss. We are talking about leadership. We are not talking about being a boss. Leadership, to inspire, motivate, and guide others, whether in an formal or whether in a formal position or an informal, or taking the initiative on a task. Leadership is important. The market, the industry needs people who can inspire people to take a product. One of the rumors of investor is that it started as, what is this? You imagine that your money, somebody takes your money and then sends you a message that I have your money. And then you go to another agent. You take to an agent. The agent just gives you a message that you have received, or you have deposited money. Then you can send this money to another person. The person will just get a message. So it's just about messages. That person is inspired. He motivated, he guided others on a particular form whereby money is now what? Digitalized. Money is not working like literal physical money working around, but it is now digitalized. If you have money in, you can give it to an agent. The agent at the far end will have also his own money and give it to you. You will not take the actual money. So he inspired, to motivate, to guide others to the next futuristic being. Another thing that we have is emotional intelligence. We don't need people who cannot read the room. Say, can you read the elephant in the room? The non-spoken. Can you understand and manage your emotions? You don't need a baby. You need somebody who can, as well as empathize with others, as well as know how to react in situations. Not just only understanding others, but also knowing how to react to situations. You had Brother Alex saying that sometimes there are customers who come with a stress, but you shouldn't bash back at them. As one who is emotionally intelligent will know the frustration that maybe a customer has behind the scenes, and should not, fight that emotion back with another aggressive emotion. So emotional intelligence is one of the best. Also, as it accumulates, this skill enhances teamwork, leadership, and conflict resolutions in the workplace. Somebody who is emotionally intelligent. And you will bear with me and you will note with me that that teacher, that primary school teacher who knew how to handle your emotions was your best teacher. Just take a minute and think of your best teacher, and you will notice that that was the person who knew to handle your emotions. That person who knew when you are sad, when you're happy, when you're about to cry. That person who knew when you are ashamed. That person who knew when you are rude. That person who knew you is that person who knows your emotional intelligence, or is emotionally intelligent and knew to handle themselves. So, in conclusion, be future ready. Be future ready and embracing the change, seeking growth opportunities, and cultivate a mindset that thrives on innovation and collaboration in the workforce. So be future ready, and I'll meet you at industrial workforce of the 21st century. Have a nice time. If you have any question, if you have any concern, if you have any comment on our presentations, if you want anything that we may improve on, any online presentation that you may want us to look on, also to prepare about, you may just send your comments and we'll be glad to reply back. Thank you. See you all next time.